writer's coach, joining to review this particular series called Man with a Plan. So over to you, Snehal, as to why did you choose this particular series?
I think after a long time, there's a sitcom that we can talk about. Like Last Man Standing was one of them, which I think is an amazing series where there was a family, background shown and everything. However, uh, the age criteria is different. So with Man with a Plan, I think most people with my age or middle age would actually connect with what are the challenges and how things change, because I think every household goes through that time where the woman or the man, one of them has probably chosen to take a break to take care of kids, and then one fine day they decide, okay, they're grown up and I can go back to my life. And how everything in the family setting then changes, how do the roles change and switch. So I think that is the starting point of this series, and I enjoyed the first three seasons absolutely with Man with a Plan, to a certain extent. I wouldn't say like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say at a 6 or a 7, but it is a good watch. Um, it's nice to also see from from my perspective, if I'm looking at the roots in India, and we always talk about Western and Indian culture to be very different, or Eastern and Western culture to be very different. This somewhere makes me realize that we are not really that different. Every family does have the similar kind of conversations, the challenges of, who will take the, who will take care of the kids, and who will take the garbage out this week, and, who is taking care of the dishes this time. I think it's very relatable.
Mhm.
What I felt is it's a little predictable as well, because it is made so much in sense with what really happens in every household, that you know where it is going. You enjoy it, but you know exactly where it's headed and what is going to happen. So the surprise element is there, but not that much. But yeah, that's why I chose Man with a Plan. I was like, okay, it is a series where you get to choose if you like it or not. So yeah,
It. So I've
that's
seen the trailer. I've not seen the series, but pretty interesting. I think it got me glued into, okay, I should watch it. And with kids, I should watch it with kids as to what father goes through. And the second thing I learned is, um, while I was watching this, the commitment which father says that yes, I can do it. The zeal with मैं कर सकता हूँ, and then you end up realizing that hey, this is not our cup of tea, and this is very difficult. So that is very eminent. I mean, with the short trailer that I've watched.
absolutely. And it has a good combination of, as you said, realizing of what we say we think we can do, and then moving like and somewhere I had been a Friends fan as well. So, you look at that Matt, that Joey who has been with so many people and suddenly is now settled in, and how he looks at things. So there is that comedy aspect is still there. Also, like in situations where uh especially when fathers go for parent teacher meetings,
Mm.
okay, they're only expecting to get that result and get out of it as soon as possible, and then he gets stuck with extra responsibilities without he even saying yes to anything, and then how that starts getting piled up, and he realizes, oh my god, I just ended up taking such a huge responsibility of something that I have no idea about. So that's where I felt very connected
Mm.
with the series. And again, yes, like the husband wife conversations, what happens in a relationship is, a little older than, and that newness of knowing each other has gone, yet there is that newness of discovering each other as parents and discovering each other as a partner. And that I think that is beautiful. And another element that they added was also the parents part, which where he has a brother,
Mm.
and there is that life also going on, and his communication with his brother was also his business partner. And then there are parents, and uh, how parents end up becoming, our children. I think that aspect also somewhere is shown very beautifully, where Matt continuously is arguing with his wife, or the character Adam is always, trying to convince his wife, Andi, all the time that I'm not like my father, wherein he ends up doing exactly things that his father does, and that reflection. So, I think it's designed well, but as I said, it's predictable as well. So yeah, it's a good watch though, and I think 4 seasons have come up in total. If you ask me, I don't really know why the fifth season onwards they've stopped it, because I'm looking forward to what happens next in their life. But yeah, that's what it is.
So the kids would have grown up by 3 seasons or 4 seasons
Of
from.
course.
Yeah.
But then if you look at, I don't know if you've watched Last Man Standing, in that you actually see children growing. Like, you have seen one, the eldest daughter who has a child, and then you see that child grow as well. And that's how the 9 seasons have happened. So somewhere I was like, okay, this could go a little bit more further, and we could actually see the changes and the shifts, especially in the youngest child, because the youngest child is really young, and
Mhm.
seeing that transformation would actually be amazing.
Super. So who can watch this? Can you watch this with kids, or is
I
this?
think it's a family show. It is something where you can sit with a tub of popcorn and, just for fun. There is no brain work, there is no mystery. So if you just want to have like a fun time with family,
Mhm.
then it's a good watch. You can watch it with your kids. You don't have to worry about, really young kids being around as well, because the language is very casual, very normal, something that every household has. Uh, so yeah, it's a family watch. Like, my husband actually enjoys it more than I do, but then we both have different tastes, right? I'm more of a mystery, criminal, thriller kind of series person, and he loves watching more of sitcoms. So he enjoys it. Like, he laughs at certain things, and I'm like, really? You could laugh at that, and I couldn't? But yeah, it's definitely a family show.
But he's watching it as if he's undergoing that, and you're watching as to
Could be.
what the other side goes through it. So yeah, there will be a difference in your choices.
Especially with the way it's created. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So all the fathers should go through, and yeah, all the mothers should also go through this to realize what fathers go through when mom is away from home. So good one. So any specific scene or anything which is like very close to your heart, which made you laugh, apart from your husband.
Um, I think there's this one moment, I think first season, because I'm watching it again, I can recollect that faster. So it is definitely a watch again kind of thing. But I think season of one, episode 16 or 17, I don't remember exactly. Uh, there's this one scene
Hmm.
where he wants to say something to her, and he says, I'm not going to say anything, because no matter what I say, you're going to go there. And she's like, no, I never do that. And then he just goes on asking her questions back to back, saying, if I say this, it will remind you of this. And then that will remind you of this. And then you'll be upset about that, which is something that happened 10 years ago, and you're going to be upset about it. And then she's like, yeah, right. At times I overreact. So I think that was the best scene, which was very well portrayed of how we women think and how we connect the dots. And we may just go within a second 10 years ago about something that you did, and you have no idea where we reached, and you're just thinking about the moment. So I think that was an epic moment for me.
So
So yeah.
did your husband try that again after on you after watching
No,
for
he
the
does.
first time? No.
The best thing the best way my husband communicates is not communicating. So his answer to every question is silence. He's like, Shanti se sab ho sakta hai. Which I didn't realize until one of our friend pointed out. Can you imagine? I know him for 20, 21 years now, but until one of my friend pointed out and said, रात से कोई झगड़ा कर ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि वो जवाब ही नहीं देता, तो झगड़ा करोगे कैसे? So that's when I actually realized that it's so true. He doesn't go to the next level. He'll wait till you calm down and you realize and you come back.
Superb. So, out of, the entire cast, who, dominates? Is it Matt who dominates the entire series, or, any other characters who dominate? Or the kids dominate?
I think it's still Matt. Also, I could be biased about this because I loved Joey in Friends,
Mhm.
and one of the reasons why I got motivated to watch this was because I wasn't really happy with his episodes series that had come up. But Man with a Plan, I felt okay. This sounds like Joey. He's acting like who he is, kind of thing. But I feel that he is the one who's actually guiding it
Mhm.
in many ways. His mom is a very good character who brings in a lot of spark. Okay. uh but yes, I would still say Matt is the leading character. He runs it entirely.
Superb. Superb. So, anything else you want to talk about this particular series before we close this review? And
I
how much
am
would
going
you
to
rate
say
it?
this.
1 to
If
5.
you don't want to use your brains, and if you just want to enjoy like one of, like all the comedy series that we watch, then it's definitely a good watch. Something that is relaxing and to just, get in the ease of comfort, then it's a series you should watch. Don't analyze too much, don't overthink too much, and then it's a good series. If you're analyzing and overthinking and bringing logic into it, you're going to miss out the entire fun. So, yeah, that's all that I'm going to say.
Thank you, Snehals. I will personally watch it now that I've watched the trailer. I did not honestly come across this as a suggestion on either any of the streaming platforms. But after I saw the trailer before you decided on reviewing this, this is I think I should watch along with my kids. With my wife, yes or no, because I really don't want her to try out experimenting. Do I really go through this when she's away? So that I cannot promise, but I'll definitely watch it along with my kids because they should know
I think
what I.
she'll also have fun in just imagining what she may put you through and just change the decisions in advance because it's better to not mess up if you know that somebody's going to mess up for sure. But yes, it's a good family thing to do.
Okay, yeah. So friends out there, do watch this. Not sure which platform it is available. Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's on Netflix. Just in case you don't know where any of these series or movies are available, Just Watch is a good app where you can just search and you will know which platform across all the like 15 20 platforms they're available, so you can know it quickly. So do watch it, especially fathers. Do watch it and let us know, and if you've already seen it, do mention in the comments as to what you felt about it. Thank you, friends. Have a great evening. Thank you,
Yes.
Nehal.
Thank you.